Hey everyone, happy 2025. It's a new year, and let's discuss all the potential of new opportunities, new business, and where we're going. So, stick around, we'll be right back with the good stuff. Hi, it's Steven from SAK Strategic Solutions, and today, with it being a brand new year, a brand new start, I want to go and take a look at some things that are potentially important to all of us as we enter into this new year. Are we looking to start a new business? Are we looking to grow an existing business? Are we looking to start a podcast, a video channel on YouTube? What are we looking to do? And let's discuss it. With the new year upon us, it's a great idea to sit down and identify what do we really want to do, why do we want to do it, and how we're going to do it so that we can begin the process and sustain it. Not just do like a gym membership where we sign up in January and by halfway through the month, we've given up on the whole thing. That's not the way the business side of it works. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes time for it all to take place. So we have to go through the process of organizing what we're going to do, laying out our goals, and then developing a strategy of how to do it. And that doesn't matter whether it's finding a new career, starting a business, or even growing a business. We need to lay out what we're going to do so that we have some idea of what we're going to try to attain over the course of weeks and months ahead. So when it comes to our goals, we need to really be serious and sit down and write them out based upon what do our customers want, what do we want, and what we can offer to them. Look at how we're going to make money. Are we doing this as a side? Are we doing this full time? Are we trying to get out of a lull? How to go and close up the gaps in between events. So we need to lay this stuff out, and it just can't be done willy-nilly off the hip. More stuff is done off the hip by some people, and they wonder why they fail and don't get anywhere. Are you willing to put the time in to go and get this all done? It's gonna take time, as I said. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a matter of learning some of these concepts. Business is not something we learn in school, obviously. So a lot of it is on-the-job training. So we have to learn how to do it, trial and error. And that takes time. We cannot just expect to all run smoothly at first. We're going to have bumps in the road. And there's going to be bumps in the road, whether it's the beginning or 10 years from now. We're always going to be looking at the bumps in the road and having to make adjustments for those inadequacies that pop in our way. Another thing to consider is, when do we want to have all this in place? This is all part of the planning involved. I've had a client who is on their 5th year of planning his business, his show, as he's been calling it. 5 years just in the last planning, and that wasn't the 20 years before that of thinking it up. So we're almost on 2.5 decades of him trying to figure out how to design and build this business. It's not even an issue of start and pivot here and there and adjust. It's not off the ground. So the question becomes, when do you want to get this done? You need to lay out a set of milestones so that the project does get off the ground at a certain time so that you can start earning revenue. Unless revenue doesn't matter, then fine. But for most of us, revenue does matter in these projects, because we're not talking about measly $25. We're talking about thousands of dollars at stake that we just keep putting on hold for the sake of planning and thinking and revising and evolving. Yeah, all that stuff is good, but at some point the trigger needs to get pulled and get it started. So with the new year coming, I ask this question: what is your goal, and when do you anticipate getting this goal started? And when do you want to begin to see the fruits of your labor? Like any plant, you have to sow the seed, water it, and hopefully you have an idea that it's going to sprout seed sometime between the summer and the fall for harvest. And this is no different. A business's harvest is the revenue stream that it produces. So unless you're going to go and keep waiting to sow the seed because it's been raining or the soil's not ready or whatever other excuse you can come up with to prevent from sowing the seed, you need to get the whole thing going. So we're into 2025 now. Let's get the new opportunities in line, the businesses going, and start promoting them the way we want, with our passions behind it, because we're going to need to encourage ourselves and everybody else with the passions we have. So yeah, it's through that marathon we're going to have to move forward. And if we don't have this accountability put on paper for ourselves, we're never going to get anywhere. That's the whole thing. Whether it's myself or anybody else, we need to go and have deadlines and strategies to get to those deadlines. Otherwise, the deadlines just pass one after another, after another, after another. So I think that's all for today. Happy New Year, happy 2025, and let's have a prosperous New Year in whatever we choose to do. And if you are in need of some coaching on getting this all done and want to discuss your ideas and thoughts on how to grow your business or whatever, you can reach me through the information down in the description below and schedule some time with me. I'd be happy to go and talk about it. So until next time, stay strategic, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.